If you're traveling to China and stressed about what to pack, don't worry. As a Chinese who has been traveling between US and China for the past 15 years, I'm gonna tell you how I prepare my trip to China and how I pack my suitcase. In this videos, I'm gonna share in details about what I must bring for the trip, what I check before leaving US, how I pack my suitcase and carry-on bag, and lastly, I will tell you what I used and not used after I arrived in China. The first thing I always remember to pack is maltoni. And this time I packed both for myself and for Niels. And the kid maltoni stuff I got is for kids 3 years and older. Every time I visit China, the biggest pain for me is jet lag because US and China time zone is completely opposite. 3 p.m. in US will be 3 a.m. in China. So it usually takes me 4 or 5 days to get over the jet lag. But I noticed melatonin always helped me to get rid of jet lag faster. I always wake up at like 1 a.m. in China wide awake and could not find the sleep at all. But if I take melatonin at that time, it always helped me to fall back to sleep and I have full energy the next day, which will help me to sleep better the next day. Melatonin has been a must have for me. This is the update from China. Neil recovered from the jet lag real fast. We did not use the melatonin for him at all, but it definitely helped me. I took one pill every night for 3 days and I fully recovered now. A second thing that I would have is check I have all the apps I need in China. This is one thing that I feel other country probably not apply because China has a different app system than US. Most of the apps that are used in US are banned in China, like YouTube, Google Maps, Facebook, Instagram. Instead, China has its own system of apps to use. So before I visit China, I always just double check my apps. I even have like a separate section just called China. So I make sure that I have all the apps I need when I travel to China. And another thing I make sure is I have my VPN downloaded and activated before I head to China. This is all the apps I use in China. The next thing is my legal document and my wallet to use in China. I travel to China very frequent. I prepared a wallet that for me to use in China. This wallet has the Chinese ID card, credit card to use in China. And I also have Chinese cash in my wallet. Right now everybody's paying using Alipay or WeChat Pay, so I don't really need to use the cash anymore. All the items I need for US will be the US credit card, US drive license, and all that. I feel this is very convenient for me because anytime I need to travel to China, I just bring out this wallet, and when I'm ready to fly back to US, I just have my US wallet ready. And of course, the regular legal documents, which is your passport, your visa needed visiting China, or the other way because I'm flying with my son, so I need to make sure his passport and his visa is also valid. Another thing I always do before I visit China is do online shopping on Taobao.com. So instead of packing tons of stuff, a lot of times I would just order things ahead and ship it directly to my Chinese home address. I know it probably doesn't apply for the tourist, but if you already know the hotel, then you may able to order some stuff and ship to the hotel before your arrival. For example, this time I already ordered my contact lens liquid and a bunch of stuff for my son, which is his shoes, his nightgowns, and all the stuff that I do not want to pack, but I feel like I need to use in US. He also on potty training right now, so I ordered potty stuff for kids, so I don't have to worry about packing those items with me. The next thing I need to pack is the gift for my family. I picked the 2 Coach bag for my in-laws, some t-shirt for my dad. Hilfiger is actually quite expensive in China, so I think it's a good deal to buy it here. I also got some t-shirt from Nike for my niece and nephews. I'm super excited for my trip, but I'm also a little scared because our total flight gonna take about 24 hours and it's all gonna be me alone taking care of Neil. It's gonna be exhausting for sure, so I'm not very looking forward for that. Another thing I always prepare for is the snacks to eat in the airplane. Because I'm traveling with a toddler, I want to make sure I have toys and food for him. When it's come to packing, the first thing I decide is what I'm gonna wear on the airplane. The number one requirement I have is pants with pocket and zip preferred, because if I have a toddler to take care and push the stroller, I don't want to carry a lot actual bag, and getting passport in and out will be a little inconvenient. If it's in my pocket and I can just take in and out, that will be the best way to handle it. As for the packing for the clothes, I usually pick the jacket first, which probably just one or two jacket because Wuhan's still gonna be very hot. For the rest of the clothes, I usually pick the neutral color, something that I could wear on multiple outfits. One of my favorite things to do in China is shopping, tons of shopping. So I usually pack light because I know for sure once I land in China, I'm gonna buy tons of clothes. So let me just pick a few items that I want to take with me. These are the clothes I packed for myself, which are some sport outfit, a bunch comfortable t-shirt, 2 jeans, and some shorts. My tips for the packing is organized by the category. So for my clothes, I wrap them all in one plastic bag. And the benefit for this bag is that I can squeeze the air out. I keep squeeze the air out and rolling the bags. And as you can see, is end up to be a tiny bag. The next thing I pack is the gifts for my family members, and I squeeze all of them in a small bag. Another tip for packing is you can roll them to save the room. The last thing are miscellaneous, makeups, and the gifts for families. If you organize them together in one bag, it will be easier to pack the bag. Lastly is my makeup, which I felt interesting that we keep buying new makeup product, but we always end up using the same thing. Another tip on packing is if you have fragile items like laptop, you can find your heaviest sweatshirt and wrap around it. Then we'll make sure it won't get damaged during transport. Now I have all the items I need for this trip. Now it's time for me to pack the carry-on bag because I'm traveling more than 24 hours with a 3-year toddler. So all my carry-on is his stuff. We have actual clothes for change, diapers, and toys for him to play, and tons of snacks. I have been traveling with my toddler for many times, and I noticed that the toy can only entertain him for 5 minutes or less, and he sleep most of the time. So I decided to pack less toys but more food. If I have a toddler very active, I really can't have the food myself, and I skip the meals a lot of times. And this is what the backpack look like. And another tip I have is bring the pen. And surprise, surprise, when I get into the airport, my suitcase is 10 pounds more than the limit. The limit is 50 pounds and my suitcase is 60 pounds because I packed the 2 laptop. Now at the airport place, I start to unload unnecessary items, which is quite a struggle because everything is necessary in my opinion. So I end up remove a lot of my clothes because I'm going home in China. I know I have tons of clothes at home. And I also removed a book because I can buy book in China. Now I have been in China for more than a week. I have to say I used all the items I have packed. It is very easy to stressed and overpacking, but because I've traveled so many times in the past 15 years, what I realize is if you have your money, your credit card, and your cell phone, you're really set. You can buy anything you want easily at any convenience store. So please don't feel stressed about the packing and you will have a pleasant trip regardless of what you bring. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs